It's the all-new vibe, Houston's culture, and the evolution of KTSU 90.9. Happy Wednesday, friends, and happy Women Crushing It Wednesday. Always my favorite day of the week. And Sheridan, I'll tell you why. That is because I love having dope guests where I get to have story time with them. They get to tell me about all of their successes, their trials and tribulations to get to this moment where everything comes full circle in their life. At least, you know, that's what we talk about, of course.
I'm here for it.
Here on Women Crushing It Wednesday. And, you know, we live in the era of social media basically just being everything for us in our life, right? It's, you know, I feel like, you know, if you're kind of 30 and up, it's kind of like, yeah, you know what, it helps me in my business and everything. But sometimes I kind of miss being able to have just a sense of normalcy and more reality in my life. But the reality is here, social media is a big part of our lives, socially, professionally. And if you use it to your advantage, then it definitely can be more of a blessing than a curse. And that is where you come in. You actually help with social media management, correct?
Yes, I do. I own a marketing agency called Untamed Marketing, where we help small businesses from all different backgrounds, but really specialize in real estate, e-commerce, fashion, interior designers, event planners, health and wellness, all the things that I like. All the things that I like, we specialize in just helping businesses grow their brands, whether they've been doing their marketing and they're like, hey, I'm really just trying to focus on my business. I don't have time to do my marketing, because who really wants to have to post every day on Instagram? I don't even want to post every day on Instagram. So, of course, if you're running another business, you're not going to want to manage your marketing. So we help with that. We also help with businesses who are getting off the ground, getting their branding going, and they're just like, hey, I have this business idea. I don't know what I'm doing outside of that. Make this look pretty. And we help them get out there, get in front of people, and grow their business and get those coins coming in.
So you help with the brand management overall, not just the social media. You help with actually building.
Component. Yeah, I always tell people, I'm like, nowadays, and we've learned social media is like one avenue. You really have to have those partnerships. We're really heavily invested in public relations, building those connections, and then just making sure your overall branding is great. And even going into website design, SEO strategy, making sure across the board your marketing makes sense.
And I have to ask, because it's overwhelming just to manage my account alone. So for you to want to actually take on branding to kind of filter through somebody else's everyday life, how and what is it that gave you a passion and a purpose to take that on?
So, funny enough, really, I've always been into marketing. I love talking. I love business, but I like the talking, connecting aspect. So even from a young age, both of my parents are in banking, and they're like, oh, when I went to school, they're like, hey, major in finance. It's safe. It's secure. I was like, I can major in business, but I'm not going to major in finance. I can do marketing because I want to talk to people, but I can still be involved in business. And so even from undergrad, I was really interested in learning the different aspects of marketing. So I took some PR classes, but I was heavily in marketing classes, and then got a lot of experience even in undergrad working for H&R Block, learning boots on the ground, guerrilla marketing, just connecting with people. And I've realized I have a knack for that. Like, somebody can come and say, hey, here's this blank canvas of what we're trying to get across. Make it pretty and find the people who need to see that. And I'm like, automatically, my wheels are turning and I have 10 ideas, just because I love the psychology behind marketing, because it's really psychology. It's really like, okay, I know you are thirsty, so I'm going to market this water in these certain places because you're thirsty. So I love understanding psychology. It changes, of course, because we're humans and we change. And just trying to keep up with those trends of, okay, what are people looking for now? What's going to get people going? Which is how now we see video marketing is king in every aspect.
And let's be completely honest, everybody that starts a business does not need to be the face of the business and does not do well with public relations.
True. That is very true. I will say that I have some businesses where people are like, no, we need to see your face in front of it, but there are businesses where it's like, y'all don't really have to be the face of it. Like, we can manage all the things for you, and you just do what you're supposed to do.
And some business people that just need to put the money into it and keep the
mouth closed. Just find somebody altogether and run the business. Just be the investor.
Yeah, and Sheridan, of course, she does have those tips and tools to help you. So, of course, we'll tap more in with her coming up next year. Keep those radios locked in. It is Women Crushing It Wednesday on the All New Vibe, Evolution of KTSU 90.9. Okay, Michele McKnight here on the All New Vibe. It's Houston's Culture, powered by KTSU 90.9, Women Crushing It Wednesday. And friends, we always invite you to nominate a woman of influence in the Houston area to be a guest on the show. So you can do so up at vibehouston.com. And we have special guest Sheridan Labbe, who is here in studio. We are talking social media management, brand management. On top of that, everybody not necessarily needing to be the voice or the face of their own business, but allowing somebody to kind of strategize to show you what might be the most impactful. And so that's kind of what we were tapping into. And so what would you say, or if you can even give an example of a client that you had and, you know, they gave you stuff in the beginning, this is what I'm working with, and what were you able to accomplish for that business?
Oh, yeah. I will definitely highlight another Houstonian. Her name is Vanessa Cole. She has a home builder, she's a home builder. And so she builds a lot of affordable housing here in Houston, Sunnyside areas, all that. And so we started working together literally like 2 weeks before the pandemic started last year, because I'm very interested in real estate, very interested in all of those things. So I was like, hey, let me find some people in real estate to work with so I can kind of, you know, dibble dabble in both. And so Vanessa really was like running her whole operation by herself. Like, she was the brains behind the houses, the finances, everything. She was doing all of that. So she was like, hey, I'm giving you my current website. I'm giving you the logo that I created. I'm giving you, you know, previous content we have from previous houses, and let's make magic. And we made magic. Vanessa is in a partnership with Floor & Decor. She grew her following, her personal following, and the business following on social media, and really got herself out there, you know, through our work together as a staple in the community, as somebody that's helping bring affordable housing to Houston. So she was already doing great things, but she was like, hey, I really want to focus on getting these houses built, because a lot obviously goes into that. But here's what I'm working with. If you don't like it, change it. I'm, you know, amenable to whatever you want to do. I just know I need somebody to come in and give me, you know, that support I need so I can focus on what I need to do. So we worked together. We did a long campaign for about a year. And within that, she did the Floor & Decor partnership. She grew a lot of brand recognition just in the Houston area in general, and made a lot more connections, and had a lot of people reaching out to her because, of course, everyone's out here looking for their first home. So we really, really hit all those targets, and I enjoyed it. I love working with clients that are in industries I love too. So it was a great partnership, and one of my favorite clients I've had so far.
And entrepreneurs really do have a hard time kind of taking their hands off of everything.
Oh, yeah.
They want to oversee things, especially if it's their first business, because it's their baby at the end of the day, and you bringing somebody else into this formula doesn't necessarily mean that they'll be as passionate, but that is another reason why the work that it is that you're in is really valuable. A lot of people on social media now, it's entertaining for you to scroll down here, everybody posting TikToks. What is the purpose? How can you actually take these people that follow you and turn that into a monetary exchange?
So coins. And I think that's the biggest thing. Even I'm having to constantly remind myself and my team that is like, okay, this content is cute, but like, what's the purpose? Like, what is, even when you have your own personal branding page and you're posting, oh, you're at a local Houston restaurant, how can you repurpose this to get your audience? What are you trying to get across?
Exactly. And that's where you come in. So by all means, share with our audience how they can get in touch with you, how they can follow you if they are looking for a consultation, so that way they can bring on some brand and social media management, how and where they can get in touch with you.
Our website is houseofuntamed.co, not com.co. houseofuntamed.co. You can also connect with me on Instagram, houseofuntamed.co, and then also Sheridan Labbe on Instagram. And so anything marketing, PR, design, strategy, we do a little events here and there as well. We can definitely help, because all that goes into branding. At the end of the day, branding and marketing are very cohesive, and you need all the little parts to go into it.
And make sure you follow Sheridan as well, because she is the Jill of all trades. She doesn't just do brand management. She actually can spice things up for your life too with her lingerie line.
Get your lingerie.
And I love seeing that, a woman that can maintain several businesses and have fun while doing it. So we definitely appreciate you coming on the show. You are a woman who is crushing it here in the Houston area.
I appreciate it.
And I'm going to put you on the spot right now. If there was anybody that you could nominate to be a guest on Women Crushing It Wednesday, who would it be?
Ooh, I would actually nominate Vanessa Cole that I mentioned. She would be great. She would be awesome. She owns Cole Klein Builders here in Houston. They specialize and partner with City of Houston for affordable housing, especially in the 3rd Ward, Sunnyside area. So this is your opportunity to invest back into those communities that we're trying to stay very prevalent in.
Well, we're going to be on the lookout for Miss Vanessa.
Yes.
And again, friends, you can always nominate a woman to be a guest here on Women Crushing It Wednesday up at vibehouston.com. Thank you again.
Thank you.